Let's get a fucking Ammonite, dude.
Welcome back to
click
Digi
back on the
Bros.
screen so I can play the game.
We were just having strategy discussions about.
I think Ammonite
Ammonites.
and Kabuto might be the perfect Pokemon against Blaine.
Blaine.
And I want to get one. I want to use one because I haven't used one of those since I was a kid.
Dude, Ammonite was one of my main three.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he was one of your favorite guys.
It wasn't that he was one
See,
of my
when
favorites,
I was a kid,
just that he was one of my
I would
main
always
three.
try to have a powerful main three because you would always talk about your main three, even though I didn't realize that your main three were very,
weird?
Yes. They were not, all super powerful, high-level dudes.
No, it was Venusaur, who was insanely overpowered.
Yes.
And then Dodrio, which was, level 50-something at the end, and Ammonite, which was, level 48 by the end.
Uh-huh.
But the reason for the, because I never really caught Pokemon for the most part. And if I did, I just usually didn't use them. But, those two I caught later into the game, so they were already pretty strong
where do
when I got them.
How do I get my Ammonite? I gave it to
You
him.
go down to the fucking, you go to Brock's place, right? Don't you?
Well, no, I got the
Isn't it-
fossil, and then I just gave it to that dude, and he said I had to wait a little bit. How long do I gotta wait? Look it up.
Let me look it up.
I want Ammonite now!
You can't play
game
while
broke.
how to get Ammonite. If you pick the Helix, you won't get Dome, which turns into Kabuto. If you chose Ammonite, you can only get Kabuto. I don't need that information.
Go to the lab instead of our island. How long do you gotta wait?
I don't know. Go back in and see what happened.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just go back in.
I don't know.
I have a gun. I took it from my lord.
Sick with justice, I just wanna feel you.
Hope doesn't know that song, and I sing it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
do.
got him. Yeah, I want to fucking nickname him. Fucking
Bombenite.
Bombenite. I can't argue with Bombenite.
The funny thing about that is it fits really well for this Pokemon, but lately I've just been doing that. When I was playing Pokemon Go, every nickname I gave is just the same thing as the Pokemon's name, but with one letter different. So
No,
it'd be
I want to call him fucking Night Shyamalan.
that would have been great.
That wouldn't have fit though.
You bastard! Ammonite Shyamalan. Yeah, it wouldn't have fit. Bombenite is fine as it is, because he's bomb as fuck.
He is bomb as fuck. He's gonna fucking set up us the bomb in this fucking gym, dude. He's gonna fucking beat the fucking what's this dick's ass.
Seeking Ekans Omastar.
Oh man, and this whole fucking tedious area is all it's all poison types and fire types. And, and Ammonite can be both of those if he has ground and water
Rock.
moves.
He's rock.
He's level 5.
Well,
They fucked me. They fucked me real good. I wonder what he learns. Does he actually learn any ground moves? I want to look it all up. Every time I catch a Pokemon in these games on my own, when I play by myself, I catch a Pokemon and I look up every possible move it can learn and what it evolves and shit that I go, I don't want to use this douchebag.
Well, I'm doing my catch 'em all run. Did I describe to you what my Pokemon White run is?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I just got a
Fucking Ammonite.
I got a message from Mumkey about it. He said that he thinks it sounds harder than an actual Nuzlocke.
Uh-huh.
I think he's probably right.
Oh, because you have to catch them all?
I have to catch them all, but my rule is I can only use Pokemon I caught between gyms.
Yeah.
So, if I get to the second
It definitely
gym,
sounds funner than a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, well, it's how I like to. I like to catch them all, but I'm doing it with also crazy rules.
I've also never caught them all.
But I definitely think
fucking lazy at Pokemon.
it's gonna be, let's just say that, I mean, this will already be out by the time this episode is out, so you guys will have all seen episode 5, where, do I want to spoil you? Do you care?
You already told me.
That I lost the whole game?
Yes, you lost the whole game. Boo.
Yeah, I failed.
We need to get a bunch of repels.
It was mostly just a lack of concentration, though. It shouldn't have happened that way. It's just that I was, drunk, and I'd been training for, 45 minutes, and then I went in and just tried to, do it, and...
Oh, everyone, I gotta tell you guys. Because I said I replayed this game off Digi Bros, and I played it all on my phone, on an emulator, and that's gotta be the best fucking way to play Pokemon. It was pretty nice.
Because you just have it everywhere with you.
Yes. Well, that and it's just chill.
I hate the lack of tactile buttons on a phone.
I mean, that sucked for a while, but it got better, especially with Pokemon where it's only, it's 2 buttons and and moving, and that's it.
Like, dude,
and my thing vibrates when you hit the button, so it feels like you're actually hitting something.
A huge part of why I was so excited when I got my smartphone, because like, I didn't have my own smartphone for a long time. I used a hand-me-down that was like one that Dad had used, and then you had used, and then I used, which was like an iPhone 3 or something like that. And like I didn't really find it that useful. I just had it because it was a phone that was around, you know. And then I saw one day at Target someone with an Android phone was playing Mario 64 on their phone.
Oh shit!
And when I realized that you could do that, like I didn't realize
the phones are pretty nice.
Yeah, they're
like,
fucking strong.
Graphics card wise.
So like I was like shocked that that was possible. So then like as soon as it finally came time for me to get my own phone, I got a Galaxy Note 3, which is like the best phone on the market essentially. And so I was so excited about like emulating games on it, but the lack of tactile buttons just makes it feel so wrong.
Those controller things.
Right, but I don't want to have to carry that around.
And then it's just like, oh, I might as well play my DS like at that point.
Well, what I ended up doing is just getting a lot of those like small addicting you know, phone games like
playing something like Pokemon was perfect, and the pixel art looks really nice on that little like high def screen, you know.
I'm sure I mentioned
good.
this.
You don't have to look at a computer and use a keyboard.
I think I talked about this in the early days of Digi Bros, that I was like super addicted to Don't Touch the White Tiles.
Yes.
And like that was like a while that I was doing that.
Let's fucking train up Bombinite, dude. This is gonna be dope. We're gonna do like a Nuzlocke with all the grinding, but you're gonna see the grinding in real time. Isn't that exciting?
No. Not at all. But
this is before they came up with EXP share and broke the fucking game. Made everything lame.
It's not until like X and Y, right?
Yes.
But I mean, you need that for catching all the Pokemon.
Dude, you need an X and Y either way. Like the game is like broke to use it, and then it just kind of eliminates all of the fun and emotional attachment to your Pokemon because everything's just leveling up evenly.
I think
it's
X and
weird.
Y, like overall, the whole game, I love it. It's a clusterfuck.
It is. Like I was trying to replay it, and I'm just like, the beginning is just so
bloated,
weirdly paced, and like it's just not very fun. And I'm like, I know I enjoy the later parts, and I enjoy like the different, like how you can get dragon Pokemon earlier in the game and shit, and that's fun, and like there's cool Pokemon, but I don't feel like getting through it.
It's just it's very weird because they tried to put so much shit into it.
Yeah.
And like for me, who was trying to catch all the Pokemon, there's 350 Pokemon you can catch in that game. Or was it 450? It was 450. I caught 450 Pokemon. It took a fucking eternity, you know. And so like it was just so much of like spending so much time in the fucking battle chateau, which was just badly optimized and everything. Like it was. They had like they put in so much stuff that there was no way to account for all of it and make
Which I'm really hoping with Sun and Moon they do more of like a they know what they're doing. They already have all the models done, so they don't have to spend as much time on like
What's
building
cool
a
to
game.
me about Sun and Moon is that it feels like, just from my observations, and this is an extreme example, but to me it feels like a Majora's Mask kind of
game. That's what I'm thinking.
Like they've taken the basic principles of Pokemon but put them in a new context where they can concentrate on making a tight experience.
Because it seems like they're not doing the typical formula of 8 badges and all that shit. They're doing something totally different, which could be really interesting. And that's part of this Pokemon hype. Why I've been playing so much Pokemon is because I'm so fucking hyped for Sun and Moon. That like it's
come out in like November, right?
It's like November or December, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so fucking ready. I love all the new Pokemon designs. They're super neat. They're like very interesting and different.
That's why I'm hyped too. I mean, my Pokemon hype definitely comes in cycles of when the new games are coming out, and then you get excited. With X and Y, I was super excited.
Right, I have to switch them out. Shit. I just let my Bombinite die.
With the other games, I
should have kept a fighting Pokemon around.
With what was it? Orange, not Orange.
Orange is the new black.
The Super Omega Sapphire and or Omega Ruby.
Alpha
and
Ruby.
Alpha Sapphire, whatever.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's Alpha Sapphire.
Omega Ruby. Like those games kind of snuck up on me, so I didn't get quite as hype. I bought Omega Ruby.
Those are probably my favorite ones, though.
Yeah,
like, they're great.
Victor loved those games. I played like less than an hour of it, and it's still. I think it's still up here on my fucking computer.
I really think that Ruby and Sapphire are the best paced Pokemon games and probably like the most polished. Like they're really, really good and well thought out.
I've heard that from a lot of people. Like everyone who's like, Like Tamashi Hiroka's favorite generation is Gen 3.
Which like when I was a kid, I didn't like it because of the music, and I didn't like the Pokemon designs because that's when they started getting a little more goofy looking.
I just didn't like it because it was shorter than the previous game.
But the funny thing is that we only thought it was shorter because there's less badges.
Gyms. Yeah,
because there's less
it's
gyms.
Not true.
And because we didn't beat them when we were kids.
Right. Well, also just that like watching Mumkey play through Crystal made me realize that those games are like awfully paced.
Yeah, and they're super short.
Yeah.
Like they're not long.
It's just a cluster of shit basically. Like, it was my favorite game ever as a kid, but looking at it critically now, I'm like, this is not paced nearly as well as the first game.
When I played through Heart Gold, it was just like, okay, the first 8 badges blow by and you're like level 36 when you're done with them.
Yeah.
And then the second badges are like really hard and like weird levels and it's a pain in the ass, and I was like, this is not as good as I remembered it being.
No. I would definitely say
it's kind of weird.
I've never played Gen 4. But I would definitely say that Gen 2, in terms of game design, is probably one of the worst ones. X and Y, I love them because of how much shit is in them. I just think they're just not, like, thought out well enough.
Fuck, I wasn't supposed to take this guy. I was supposed to take Sand Slash. God damn it. Whatever.
Anyways, I have this habit of buying DS and 3DS games.
Yes.
Playing them very briefly, and then putting them on top of my computer. Because for some reason, it's like, I think if they're within my reach, then I'll be more likely to play them.
You do always have DS games on top of your computer.
So let me, hold on.
They're there right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out what all these games are. There's like 4 3DS games and 1 regular DS game that are all just sitting here. Let's see how long it's been since I've played each of these. Alright, we've got... Where'd this controller come from? Was that just sitting on the desk? I was just sitting on the desk.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got Pokemon Omega Ruby, as just discussed.
Wow, nice.
When it came out, I played about an hour of it, put it on my desk. I also tend to do a thing where I think that, because when I was playing X and Y, I made the miraculous discovery that the 3DS will stay in sleep mode for weeks.
Yeah.
If you just close the lid, it will stay operating for weeks, and you can just open it up and play, which is great because the 3DS takes forever to turn on, so it's a pain in the ass.
What the fuck?
So
Pursuit hits you before
when
you can
I bought
retreat.
Omega Ruby, I played it for like an hour, closed the DS, and left it on, plugged into a charger for like a month and a half.
Holy shit.
I just left it on forever and then never got around to playing.
I do that sometimes, and I'm just like, I want to play this, and I'll leave it charging, so I'm gonna turn it on.
Alright, next we have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. That's probably been sitting there for 2 years. I don't think I've played this since... Oh my god.
So good. That makes me want to replay Ocarina of Time
I think this might have been sitting here for 3 years.
Digibros Ocarina of Time, the second run, we'll do Master Quest.
I'm okay with that.
We'll do it again, really?
I'm okay with that.
Fuck yeah, dude, I'd do that.
That might be our next Let's Play.
They need to do a fucking HD remake of Twilight Princess.
The next one is Kirby Mass Attack.
Or we could just get we could get Twilight Princess instead of Ocarina of Time and do there's like a Master Quest version of that on the new one.
Kirby Mass Attack I probably bought a year ago. Played like a few hours. I thought it was amazing. Never continued it. Then we have, this one's particularly sad, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
You never played it, did you?
I played less than an hour of it.
Oh my god.
I bought it because of Hypocrite's video.
Yes.
And then it's just been sitting here ever since.
Good lord.
And Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. That this game we played.
It got destroyed by the new game coming out.
Right. Because they released it
Did I take Pinsir back out? What the fuck is wrong with me?
They released Super Smash Bros. For 3DS like a month and a half or 2 months before they released it on the Wii U.
Yes. It was literally just a demo for the Wii U version.
It might as well have been. And like as soon as the Wii U one was out, we never touched it again.
Yes.
It
was basically just teasing you, just giving you the tip.
Right. Just the tip.
And fucking being like, yeah, bitch, you like this Smash Bros. Don't you want to play it with the controller? Yeah, bitch. You like that tip, don't you? And you're just like, oh, give it to me. Give me the Smash Bros. Smash it into me.
Want to see something great?
Oh, God. What is... I don't even know what this... It's Astro's Wars! You got the poster! Because me and Hope went to, when they were screening the dub, and they were handing out, like, it's probably that poster. They're handing out free Astros Wars posters, and we both just went like, no. And then later I was like, fuck, why didn't we get the Astros Wars poster?
I got that in the mail.
That would have been great.
From a fan.
I see. They were doing them. They were handing them out at Otakon. But yeah, we watched the Astros Squad dub.
How did that go?
It's pretty awful.
Because I saw the trailer for the dub, and it looked fucking bad.
It's a typical horrible dub.
It looked really bad from the trailer.
It's exactly what you would expect.
Like the main character's voice was like a wimpy, shitty guy
of
voice.
Of course!
Like
that's always what they're gonna do.
But if my power doesn't come out of me, then what am I gonna do?
Fucking dubs bother me so much. Okay, the last thing we did at Otakon was I somehow convinced everyone to go watch Gundam Thunderbolt with me. And it was the dub. And this was the worst organized panel ever. And they spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to turn on the fucking English audio track. Like these fucking idiots, and they literally just ended up like hitting to the side on the keyboard or something and it switched the track. I was like, these people are fucking retarded.
You just press the A button.
But they also ended up leaving on the English subtitles.
I see.
So
you could hear the difference between
you could hear the difference between the translation and how the dub actors said it, and they fucking butcher it. And it's like, there's one especially, there was like the girl voicing like the commander. It's just like she gets the line so off that it changes the character. And like there's a part where like the space station gets all these child cadets because they were asking for reinforcements, and they send them a bunch of kids, and they're like, these kids are gonna get slaughtered.
Right.
And then she's sending the kids out to battle, and she says something like, okay, what the dub voice actor said is like, I hope all of you come back okay. And then what the subtitle says under it is that it's like, I hope you guys are okay, or like I hope you guys come back, at least some of you, or something. Like, like she's more implying that she knows they're all gonna die, whereas the dub version sounds like she's hoping they will, like she's going like, oh, I hope they're okay, whereas it's supposed to be like they're gonna die. And it's like that, at that point it changes the meaning of everything. Well, why do they all fucking know Pursuit? This is annoying. But and there's lots of stuff like that, and there's stuff like the voice actor for the main character of Gundam Thunderbolt in Japanese sounds like a fucking psycho. Like, he sounds like a guy who has lost his mind and he's a monster. And then in English, he just sounds like some guy. And you're like, this changes the whole feel of the character because he doesn't feel like he's lost his mind anymore. Like, in Japanese, it seems like these are a bunch of people who have been in this space battle and lost all their friends, and they're fucking losing their shit. And, like, things are going to hell. And then in English, it's just like, you know, some story.
I'm trying to look up who the actor is in Japanese.
I see.
But the internet's not the best up here.
That's all I have for that, though.
Well, I was really hoping you'd talk until I loaded this page, but considering I'm trying to do it on my phone, so
everyone go watch Gundam Thunderbolt. As like, I showed Hope, and I was hoping she would appreciate it, and she did. But it's like, the way I build it to her is that it's not my favorite anime, it's not my favorite Gundam, but it's something really different, and you're not gonna see anything like it, so it's cool. Like, it's definitely a unique experience, and as an anime fan, you should seek out unique experiences.
Which main character are you talking about?
Yeah, E.O. Fleming.
He's voiced by Yuichi Nakamura. I'm pretty sure that dude's played a lot of, like, normal guy characters. So this must just be him fucking flying off the handle. Unless I'm thinking
he's just like, is scary sounding. Like, he's just a scary dude. And like the whole idea of his character is that he plays this fucking psychotic jazz music, and he says, you know, when you hear the jazz, you're gonna die. And like the enemy team just fears the fuck out of him. And he just like smiles and laughs as he murders people and shit. And he's the ultimate, now I've lost it, I know I can kill.
Now I've lost it, I know I can kill. The truth exists beyond the gate. Does Hope know that one?
Oh, we do that constantly. I don't know how that is such an effective meme. But I say, now I've lost it, I know I can kill.
Dude, that's been a meme so on A often. Ever since.
Really? I didn't even know that was like a public meme.
From the time the show came out,
I thought that was just something that I said.
Because every time you start an episode, it goes, now I've lost it. I know I can kill. The truth exists beyond the gate.
It's so good. Everyone who doesn't know, that's from Darker Than Black,
Yes.
the anime.
Go watch Darker Than Black.
It's got a rad opening theme. Alright, this is why I bought repels. This place sucks.
Feel the way as before.
This is like the fucking most tedious part of this game,
You know
is
who
getting
that
through this
song
area.
is by?
I don't remember.
Well, the band is Abingdon Boys School.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know who
right.
the lead singer of Abingdon Boys School is?
Nope.
TM Revolution.
What? It's not TK?
No.
From
TM
Link
Revolution
Toshi
has
Segura?
been famous since the early 90s.
But
if not
TK
before
in the
that.
square.
He's the one who did. Oh
Oh, shit. Oh, part of the Ochikon Matsuri had some weeb girl who lived in Japan and she could sing Rurouni Kenshin songs perfectly with a Japanese sounding voice. That was exciting.
Did she do the opening theme?
I mean, she did a good job.
God
but-
damn, dude. Okay. I haven't had a chance to announce this yet because I haven't organized it, but I made a playlist on Digibro After Dark that is all of my favorite anime songs. Just like a huge fucking playlist of all the anime songs you think are kick-ass. It's like 150 songs or so. And a lot of them aren't on YouTube, but there are like live versions.
Oh, fuck.
And I found a live version of the Rurouni Kenshin opening, Sobakasu, and it's those guys kick ass. Like just the way they perform, I'm just like, yeah. It's like super, like, you know, early 90s like style, but like I don't know, they kind of sound like a Japanese version of a band like the Smiths. Like they very much seem like something that Brandon Tolentino would listen to.
Didn't I just use a fucking max repel? What is this bullshit?
Well, if your Pokemon's only level 12, then doesn't it only repel Pokemon that are lower level than you?
I didn't.
Isn't that how a repel
Is that how it works?
I think so.
I thought it just repelled Pokemon.
I'm not sure.
That kind of fucking blows.
I think it repels Pokemon that are lower level than you. I think that's the idea, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote me, boy. I ain't said shit.
Bored as hell and I wanna get ill, so I go to a place where my homeboys chill. Fellas out there trying to make that dollar. I pulled up in the 6 Ford Impala, grooving with the 40 and I start drinking. From the 8 ball my breath starts stinking. Gotta get my girl
To rock that body.
Before I left I
Hit the Bacardi.
Pulled to her house, get her out of the pad.
Let's go up
and the
these
bitch
stairs.
said something to make me mad.
did I already
She
fight this
said
guy?
Something that I couldn't believe. So I grabbed a stupid bitch by her nappy ass weave. Started talking shit.
Wouldn't you know I reached back like a pimp and I slapped the hoe, and then her daddy stood up and he started to shout.
So I threw her right across,
Knocked his old ass out.
'Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash and they'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, I ain't said
Shit.
I know that song from an AMV.
Yep. Back when I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
Like the first AMV we ever saw was
One of them.
a cover of Boys in the Hood with random 90s anime.
Well, that cover is probably more famous than the original song. That's the
Nah, I don't know.
dude. That still plays on the radio to this
it?
day
That
on
cover, really?
on rock channels and shit. Yeah.
Do you listen to the radio to this day to hear Boys
I've
in
heard
the
it
Hood
within the
covered?
last couple. I mean, it's always been on contemporary like rock radio stations,
Okay.
like alt rock stations. I mean,
Okay.
I knew the song before that AMV.
I
I just
didn't.
knew it better from the AMV because I watched it over and over again because it was an AMV. It had a bunch of animes. God, you know what? That's one of those I need to watch again and see if I can identify all the shows now.
Probably.
Like I think I did that at one point with
I remember it
AMV
being
Hell.
like, it was like Cowboy Bebop, Perfect Blue.
It had a bunch of shit.
Yeah. It
But,
had some
like,
Pokemon in there, I think.
It had like a lot of 90s shows.
You
and
want
shit.
to fight? Fuck yeah.
But like, cause there was a time I went and watched AMV Hell 3 because we like grew up on that shit, which is like
Yeah.
an hour long. But like most of the stuff in there I didn't know at the time. And no, it's not. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch the ending theme, the "Take Me Home, Country Roads" ending.
Yeah.
and like I know all the shows now, even though it's like this giant cavalcade of shows and shit.
A cavalcade.
Take me
I'll show you a cod.
home, country road. We should watch that after this episode, which is
God.
right now, because
AMV
the
Hell
episode's
3?
over. No, that just the ending for
I don't
nostalgia.
want to do that.
But it's cool.
Uh,
Remember watching it in like
I like how
140p
fucking
or whatever it was.
we were
back
talking
then?
about how at Otakon it's always just the same shit every year now,
Yeah.
and they just played AMV Hell 7 or whatever again.
Yeah, the
because
same
they
one
stopped
from
making
last
them.
year, yeah.
No, it's 2 years old now. Like this was the third time they showed it at Otakon.
Right.
And
They
it's
have
like
a whole
what
panel for it.
the fuck? Why are you just showing the same old shit over and over again? Maybe show the first one or something. I don't know.
Right. Show 3. 3 was the best one.
Show them all. Why
None
are
of
you
them
just
ever
keep
lived up
playing
to that.
7 over and over again? Because it's got Attack on Titan clips. That's all anyone wants to see.
Right. Well, that was like what's cool about the older ones is
Motherfucker.
that there was no like one show that everyone, because like when
Yeah.
AMV Hell 4 came out, it was like all Death Note and Haruhi. You
Yeah.
know, like all that one band scene from Haruhi and then a million Death Note clips, and it was like
Yeah.
because that's all anyone knew at the time because Death Note was super fucking popular. Whereas back in AMV Hell 3, it was just like a mishmash of everything that anybody knew about.
Yeah.
You know, so half of it was shit you'd never heard of. Whereas with the other years, it's just like, oh, it's Attack on Titan.
I gotta get out of
Not
this place.
surprised.
I gotta
Do you have a
get out of
fucking
this place. I gotta
what's it
unlock
called?
the door again.
Do you have a escape rope?
I just meant I need to get through the dungeon.
Oh.
I switched over my... I guess you're right, because now I'm not getting attacked by Pokemon after I put up my strongest guy.
Yep, that's how repels work. All right, next time on Digi Bros, Victor will beat this place.
Hopefully.
I think.
Yes, here.